Alright, I'm here today to show you my Traktor setup that I set up for the RGB 64. It's a pretty easy setup, very simple, but I'll go through a little bit of the basics with you. So basically up at the top you have your global controls, your browsing controls, things like that. You have your master track volume, increase and decrease. You have your snap and quantize functions, your monitor volume, and then your Q for A and B. The next row we have your browser. All your browsing controls, so you have like your list, you have your tree functions, expand and collapse trees, you have preview functions. So let's see. Let's pick one of your tracks, preview button, it'll load up on preview, push it again, unloads. Then you have your loads for A and B, so load for A and for B. You have also your loading possibilities for all your sample decks. Let's see. It's one shot. As you can see, you can load them all in. Perfectly fine. The next row, you have your loop recorder. So you have your size, loop delete, loop record, and loop play. The next row, or the next buttons over, are your effect rack assigns. So effect rack 1 and 2 for deck A, effect rack 1 and 2 for deck B. The next row, you have your actual effects. So I have them set up as group effects to make it much easier. So you actually have your turn on, or turn them on, gives you feedback. If you hold your first modifier, it actually lets you change what effects you have on. Same for effects rack 2. These are your two shift buttons. I also have the looper, so you can make your loop bigger or smaller. Then pop it on, extend it, and I got one for A and one for B. In the next two rows, I have your hotkeys. They're hotkeys for deck A, hotkeys for deck B. And the way you delete the cues is you hold your other modifier, it lets you delete all the cues, except of course your first one, which would be green one. What else? Your volume faders for deck A, B, C, D, your highs, mids, and lows. Have your play button for deck A and for B. You have your sample shots. So deck C, slot 1, 2, 3, 4, deck D, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have your pitch bends for track A and your pitch bends for track B. And the way that I have the effects set up is I have dry wet knobs on effect rack 1 and effect rack 2, and it controls all three effects at once, but then you can have them individually assigned. Got your filter knobs for deck A, B, C, and D. Now for this video, also just for the purposes of this little mix that I'm doing, I reassigned the filters for C and D to be key lock for deck A and deck B, but it'll be mapped normally when you actually pick up this mapping, so it'll be filter A, B, C, and D. And I have your EQ kills, high, mid, and low for A, and high, mid, and low for B. And this is your sync button. And of course your crossfader. Alright, so now that you know what all these things do, which we have a picture which shows you what all the functions are, let's show you what this baby can do.